Okay, so I'm on this website that says the new generation of smartphones. It kind of breaks out the cost of owning a smartphone, and it features the iPhone, the Palm Pre, and the Android. One thing that I found peculiar was in the battery life. It says the iPhone gives you about 300 hours in standby and 5 hours of 3G talk time. That's for the iPhone. I wouldn't know because I don't own one. But I do own a Palm Pre, and it says pretty much the same thing as the iPod in terms of time. You get about 5 hours of talk time, 300 hours of standby time. I've owned two Palm Pre so far, and to my experience, I'd be lucky if I got 4 hours of standby time out of the phone, period. And I mean period. So, nonetheless, all you new or prospective people that are looking to buy a Palm Pre, I say don't, because this has got to be the most unreliable phone I've ever had. And let's look at the battery thing right now and a couple other issues. But right now, 300 hours of talk time or standby time is a myth on this phone as far as I know. And I'm about to prove it. Okay, as you can see, it's 3:50 p.m. and I have a full battery. I'm about to walk out the door. I'm going to turn off all the phone functions. And just keep it in my pocket, basically. Nothing's on. Well, I got a voicemail message. That's about it. And we'll see how long this battery really does last. Okay, it is now 5:01. And I'm done running errands. I haven't used my phone. It just sat in my pocket. And I've returned back home. And you can see that the battery is almost halfway depleted. And this is in standby mode with no applications open. Same thing as before. Didn't receive one phone call, didn't make one. Okay, folks. It is 7:17 p.m. and here is my Palm Pre, and it is completely dead. Completely. I can't get it to turn on by pressing anything. It's a goner. Now, if you remember, we started this thing at 3:50 today, and already it's telling me, oh well, at least it's lighting that up and telling me now that I need to plug it in. And remember that chart that we saw that I showed you before, where it said they have 300 hours of standby time and 5 hours of talk time? This phone is dead. I haven't made one phone call from it, and so 5 hours of talk time is not even anywhere near realistic, much less 300 hours of standby time, which is just, you know, unfathomable on this phone. Nonetheless, I do this just to say that this is my second Palm Pre, and I'm totally, like, if the phone worked the way it was supposed to work, I'd be totally happy. And when it works correct, it's good. But at the end of the day, who can go around with a phone that needs to be charged every 3 hours? You know, I don't have time in the day for that. Secondly, the functions, it doesn't deliver on what it promises. So that's why I hate my Palm Pre. Maybe you'll love yours, but I hate mine.